I'm Jules. I'm from a brand called Haines. We are on a mission to help reduce waste in the interiors industry and promote circularity. We started with textiles, and we also now cover a wide range of products, interiors products such as accessories, lights, rugs, and wallpaper. We are a luxury resale platform, and for the trade, the luxury end of the market, so that they have somewhere that they can resell anything that's left over rather than chucking it away. We're also, part of what we do is educating consumers about how important it is that you ask those questions. Like, we love your product, but have you thought about the whole circle of its life? Like, what happens to it at the end? What can I do as a consumer once I've bought it? Can I send it back to you? Can you advise me of where I can go and get it recycled, or, whatever it might be? And I feel like the interiors industry is very behind to what a lot of the fashion industry, for example, is doing. We officially started about 2.5 years ago. I started it as a side hustle. I had a 4-day-a-week job and 2 small kids. So it was something that I just started the Instagram and kind of thought, I wonder where it will go. And then I was able, to properly start it at the beginning of 2020. So just before lockdown. I have now over 10 years experience in the interiors industry. So I learned firsthand, having worked for a textile designer, how much waste there is during the printing process, during the making up of products process, and was just kind of a bit astounded that nobody was doing something about it in the same way that fashion, and now really aware about how much textile waste is in UK landfill. In the UK, 42% of that textile waste is actually from the home. So that's kind of almost half. And it's a problem that isn't really addressed. So something that got me thinking to start Haines. We play a part in circularity of the interiors industry. We raise awareness of the need for it and the urgency of it. And our resale platform then solves the problem of businesses having waste and not knowing what to do with it. In the past year, we were able to onboard many of the top luxury designers who previously had no way to dispose of their waste apart from incinerating it or throwing it into landfill. So we're now able to resell it for them and find it a second home. The biggest challenge that we have is working with luxury brands who have to be very careful about who they work with, and being a reasonably new brand, they're very conscious about who deals with their brand and their product. So that is a huge challenge for us, and feels like walls that we're trying to knock down for people to understand that we can do it in an equally beautiful luxury way, dealing with their waste. That's a really valid point. And there's part of me that wants to be a bit bullish about it and be like, this what it is. Waste shouldn't be a nasty, dirty word, because there's so much beautiful, valuable waste out there. Definitely, we often use words like leftover or ex-display or unwanted. And we do find that if we go in there with waste, which is a word that we're really familiar with and comfortable, and it isn't a negative word for us because we're in it, there are brands that come back and say, oh, can you, refer to it as this? And I hope in time, as we get more comfortable with the word, we won't think that it's rubbish. We need people to understand how important it is. I think it's that change of mindset and whether that's we're trying to promote it as a brand, but everyone needs to get on board with it and see value in what they have left over. And also, I think it's also about sharing knowledge as well. I think there's lots of people who are doing great things, and sometimes someone might hear about it but not want to share because then that's their little private secret. And actually, we're all aiming for an same end goal. We're all trying to make future generations live in a world that we haven't ruined. So we should be pulling to be more collaborative, I guess, is I think something that we should all do, sharing information and spend time absorbing the information and learnings that are out there. When it comes to consumers, I feel like it's happening. I feel like people are getting there, but it's just taking time, and whether we can track that at all, I'm not too sure. But I think by the bigger brands getting on board and talking about what you and I know is so important, then the people with the bigger platforms will be able to spread the word.